Hello and welcome to this ISGAN Annex 6 workshop. I'm Joni Rossi, I'm operating agent of ISGAN Annex 6, and that is the working group on transmission and distribution systems. And I will explain for you in a few minutes what Annex 6 stands for, how we work, some recent achievements, and why this workshop is also relevant in the framework of our activities. ISGAN is the International Smart Grid Action Network, which is an initiative under the Clean Energy Ministerial and also an implementing agreement under the International Energy Agency. And ISGAN is a strategic platform to support high-level government attention and action for the accelerated development and deployment of smart grids around the world. So working on a strategic level means that we focus very much on being a global network of experts that exchange knowledge and experience between countries in the world. Our work is organized into 8 annexes, which are standing working groups. So some of them continuously work on a specific topic or activity, while others are more platforms for support and dissemination. And I'm today talking about Annex 6 on power transmission and distribution systems. The goal is to facilitate the application and implementation of advanced smart grid technologies, and in that sense support countries reaching their clean energy and climate goals. And the reason behind that is that the power grid has always been an enabler for a sustainable energy system, but even more and more we see that the power grid is pivotal for the energy transition in other sectors. And that counts both for the transmission and the distribution level. So what we try to do with Annex 6 is to really focus on the system-related challenges in the development of future smarter grids by not only understanding the technologies that exist and to accelerate their deployment, but also by looking at the regulatory framework around that and supporting governments with developing policies. We work as a group of experts from 16 countries all over the world. Those people come from research institutes, from industry, TSOs, DSOs, as well as from governments. And we also have a standing cooperation with other initiatives, such as EDPSnet and Mission Innovation. And with those experts, we don't do our own research, but we draw really valuable lessons from their expertise in research, expertise in the field, and also best practices in policies and markets. And the result of that collaboration is often in the shape of a technical or a discussion paper. So you can find a lot of those papers on our website. For example, last year we published a paper on the flexibility needs in the future power system. Often those papers take the form of a casebook. So at this moment we are drafting a casebook on how to improve interoperability of digital ICT systems in the energy sector. And because we are a strategic organ, many of those papers also result in a very high-level policy brief that is then in turn presented, for example, at the Clean Energy Ministerial. So last year there was a policy brief on power system flexibility, and this year we presented the results of the work on micro versus mega trends in power systems. And then finally, we also organize webinars, workshops, and conferences where our experts have the chance to meet, exchange thoughts, have a discussion, and also where we invite external experts to our meetings. We work every year with a program of work where we describe our activities. So at this moment, we have 7 ongoing activities where all of our experts can participate. And they are all related to the major ISGAN themes of flexibility, digitalization, resilience, and interoperability. So today's topic, power system flexibility from local energy grids, is one of the ongoing activities. And I will go briefly through a few others of them that are related a bit to this topic. One of the activities that we recently finalized with Annex 6 is a discussion paper on micro versus mega trends in power system development. The idea behind this paper is that both trends are aiming at enabling high penetration of renewable energy resources. The micro trend characterized by advances on a local level, while the mega trend is focusing on the system or even intra-system-wide solutions. But both approaches are significant drivers for the need for flexibility in the power system. So the question was, are they both supporting each other or maybe even causing a barrier for the development of the other one? So some of the conclusions of this very long discussion paper were that we see that significant developments and investments are needed both at micro and mega level to allow the really full utilization of the available renewable resources and the available flexibility, but that it is crucial to have a whole system coordination between the micro and the mega perspective, together with the coordination between all the different levels. And finally, an optimal mix between the micro and mega perspective should be considered when identifying investment strategies that in the end, of course, should provide the most socioeconomic welfare for all. We also published recently some key messages from Annex 6, which is a summary of results and conclusions of some of our work and activities that we have been doing in the last year. And it also summarizes some needs for power grids all around the world, because all the power grids are facing similar challenges, trying to integrate large amount of renewables into the modern grids. So we identified some general drivers for change, resulting consequences, and also then needs for the grid. So when looking at local markets, it's obvious that one of the needs is the need for local and central market integration to support local and system level needs. And on a policy level, you can conclude then that it's important to regulate how these needs are considered and how flexibility services are activated for the secure operation and the planning of the distribution and transmission grids. We also cooperate a lot with existing ongoing projects, for example, Horizon 2020 or other projects. For example, we have finalized the cooperation with the SmartNet project and are still working together with the FlexPlan project. And both projects investigate the role of flexibility from distribution grids. So while SmartNet was focusing very much on DSO interaction and different market architectures, this new FlexPlan project is finding solutions from new storage and flexibility resources in the grid planning methodology. More about these projects in one of the other presentations. Another cooperation with an existing project was with the ongoing Coordinate project, and this resulted in a common activity on local market designs for maximizing societal benefits. The scope of this activity is to exchange best practices and ideas on local electricity market designs. And for this scope, we have conducted a questionnaire and a survey where we got 19 answers from local markets. And more of the results will also be presented today in one of the presentations. Finally, one of the focuses of Annex 6 is to organize workshops like the one we are organizing today on power system flexibility from local energy grids. This is often a cooperation between Annex 6 and national teams. So today it's in cooperation with Canada, but we have done similar workshops in Belgium, Sweden, Switzerland, and other countries. And this is a great opportunity for the exchange of information and knowledge between our Annex 6 members, representatives from international high-level organizations, national experts that come from industry or from the research, and other external experts. So for those who participate, it's a great opportunity to get the latest input on what ISGAN is doing, what Annex 6 is doing, and also through active participation maybe contribute to one of our Annex 6 deliverables. So you're very welcome to join today's workshop. So if you're interested in more ISGAN news, please have a look at the website, follow our news, and feel free to contact me regarding any questions for Annex 6. Thank you very much.